Good evening, everyone. So, I want to talk about something. It's been really weighing on my heart, like it's been keeps flashing. I'd swing on my swing, right? And I was sitting there one day watching the sun go down, and I saw a beetle in the floor. So there's a movie that was made way back in the 80s. This lady, she was looking for that beetle in the wooden floor. She tore up her whole room, and she knew what it meant, and I did too. But I knew he wasn't gonna die. And I thought, oh my God, I totally broke down. Like, why? I was asking Larry, like, why, why are you doing this? And it was strange later that week. And I kept it to myself. I didn't say anything. I did document it, but I didn't say anything. So later that week, I was resting. I had fell asleep, and the Lord had showed me in a dream shattered sunglasses, but they weren't busted out. They were just shattered in a million little pieces. And oh God, dude, I woke up and I knew the foundation was shattered. He had been doing things behind my back. He was backstabbing me. And I was so disappointed. And I'm just looking at him. And I had a lot of cool insect experiences, but they were spirit ones. So one was a spider, and I pushed back because it was right there. I was crawling down the refrigerator. Oh my God, dude. I knew there was problems here with him. And then the cockroach in the sink, it was a spirit one. You can look up the meanings on that. Um, and then the cat. There was a spirit cat in the house. There were two of them, two separate times. One in the very beginning when we dated, and one again right before I left. Um, he had this stupid saying in the bathroom about everything that you do, it's 90% your fault. And so I gave a painting I had to a neighbor, and he put it by the trash can. He brought it home. A lot of my paintings in the past have insects on the back, and that's because I saw it in spirit, and I would put it on the back of that because it meant something for whoever was going to take it. And so um, he brings it home, and I said, "That's mine." He goes, "No, it isn't. It doesn't have your name on it." I said, "It has an insect on the back. It was a bee." And what I made, it's called Think, and it takes THINK, and it's all about um, think. So it's a positive, but each letter had its own philosophy, which was really great because it was about people who spread rumors, and is it helpful? That was one of them. Um, I can't remember all of them, and I had just given it away not too long ago. Um, it's a really good philosophy. And so what I did was I removed his picture and I stuck it right in front of the toilet so he could see it. And he stuck it way the hell up on the thing. And that's when the first time uh, that I said, oh, no, we're not going here. It was only a joke at first, but he took it to the extreme. And he was always complaining about what I wasn't doing. He would, so a lot of times I buy something and I let it sit in the refrigerator. I'll let it sit there for a month, 2 months, whatever. When I'm ready for it, I'm going to eat it, but I know I want it. And he would gripe about it. I mean, he was a constant nag. He was worse than a female. He was worse than anybody I ever met. He was always nagging about something. And so the Lord wanted me to tell you too. He showed me something. So he didn't like me drinking Monsters and smoking my brand of cigarettes, but I paid for my own stuff. So I don't. It was none of his business what I spent my money on. He was greedy. He wanted everything I had. He wanted to take it all for himself. And so I'm in church one day and I see sovereignty. It's Soverity, I believe. And I'm thinking to myself, and I asked the Lord, I says, what do you want to, what, what do you want to tell me? And he says, I want you to ask him a question. He called him by his name, his birth name, not his name. Call him by his birth name. and he said, ask him when he takes away, um, no, when I'm no longer smoking my cigarettes, no longer drinking monsters, and I put my shoes up, what else will he want to control? You know what he did? For 3 weeks, he didn't speak to me. He slept in his car, pouting in the parking lot. And it was hot. Oh my gosh. And oh my, he blew a gasket. I mean, Father was showing me his colors left, right, and center. I couldn't get out there fast enough. I had to wait because I was waiting for my taxes and had to get my own place. And then he tells me he has this big party because I told you guys about it where he was dancing with that girl and acting silly. Wanted me to fight for him. He goes, oh, I don't want you to leave. I'm gonna move with you and blah blah blah. So I get the largest apartment. He left me with the bag. Remember? That was hilarious. It wasn't hilarious at the time, but I won't ever let that happen to me again. Not ever. Um, it was weird though. Like he would drop things off at that apartment all hours in the middle of the night, and some people said they would see him driving by. Stupid. He was stalking me too. He don't know where I am now, but thank God because ugly. But it was really weird. I saw his face a couple weeks ago in my mind's eye, and he had a chipped tooth, and then he had this look, and I knew that look. I'd seen it before. You know those old cartoons and the guys in that dark hat, and they look at you in that side view. It was creepy as all get out. I asked the Lord to block it. It's blocked. I just, you know, Father was just weighing it real heavy in my heart to get it out there because he's nothing but a con man. He's a liar. And nobody even knew he was a Marine. And he still denied it even after I left. It to me, it's a very really appalling to serve our country and you hide it. He had his little pin. He had it stuck to a board right in plain view, and nobody saw it. You know, this big American flag in his house. Me too, because I love the American flag. So I thought we were meant to be together because we had a lot of the same likes, you know. And he was creative and I was creative. There was a lot there. He was fake, fake, fake. But I hadn't been in a relationship 15 years, you know. I didn't know that narcissism and gaslighting and Stockholm was a thing now, you know. It was crazy. Phew. Took me a while. I used to lay on the church floor. You know, I cried harder for him than I did my mother when she passed away. I don't think I've even shed a tear yet because I know she's in a good place. I'm hoping. Um, she was a good person. I just never seen her, but she was real private, so I'm sure she's in heaven. She just chooses not to be, you know, not to show herself. I ask all the time though for it. Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's important, you know, especially for other victims, you know, that they may run into something similar. And and I'm gonna probably be sharing a lot of my experiences here in the next couple of weeks because I have a couple different ones I'd like to share. The one right after him, he was just my friend. He was nipotent too, and I treated him with nothing but kindness. And he was stalking me. He'd sit in front of my apartment in his car and watch my door. I never used to close my blinds, but something kept telling me to close your blinds, close your blinds, close your blinds. He wouldn't talk. And and how he got in was I have a really good friend, and he would just sit there and listen to all of us talk. And I kept telling her that it doesn't feel right because he doesn't intervene. You know, he doesn't communicate or talk back with any of us. And I felt that there was something wrong there, and there was. He was getting to know everyone in his own sneaky little way. And next time I get those feelings, I'm paying attention because he turned to be a stalker. He's got 404 charges, and he's still every night driving around here looking, make sure both my cars are here. Well, they're not my cars; they're my daughter's cars. But you know, just is what it is. But wanted to share that. Peace out. I'll be posting more videos this week. Actually, quite a few.